Okay, my name is Sean Chalfin, and I have discovered FASLTY again, DNS cache poisoning my system. And here I will show you how I do it. We'll go into the library here. And they're using the Tor network. And they were in on September 9th. If we open this up with the text edit file, you can see that FASLTY injected content into this .mar file right here. Now that was September 9th. This was November 8th. Now FASLTY has been hacking me since I discovered on December 20th, 2018. And there is FASLTY with an active update XML file. And we're just going to cut and paste this for now. And I want to come over here to this file, to site security state. And this was updated yesterday at 11:41. We're going to do a text edit on that. And we're going to see FASLTY has an HSTS connection. Now, there's a lot going on here, but FASLTY is hacking me, and this is what they're installing right here. We're going to close this out, and that .mar file is right here, and it's 66 megabytes. Now, I've downloaded this. It's 15,000 pages of encryption, and it looks like this. Open it up with the text edit file. Moving slowly. And this 66 megabyte file is now encrypted. However, on December 20th, I discovered this file not being encrypted. Now, I want to show you what that file looks like. Now, it looks like back in December 20th, this is where I discovered it. Now I discovered it in the Tor browser, and you can see that this was FASLTY here, and they're using Varnish, that's their product, to DNS hijack and DNS cache poison my server system. And that file was 50 megabytes, and it was 12,000 pages, and I'll show you. Now, this is how they're doing it. They're SSH tunneling me. And there's FASLTY SSH tunneling me. There is EXPEDIA in that same netstat back in July 19, 2018. And they're SSH tunneling me. And this is Chris Ishmael, and he's associated with almost every single netstat I have in my computer. Now, there he is right there. There's FASLTY. There's FASLTY. And there's the Amazon servers where my domains are pointed. And Akamai, EXPEDIA, FASLTY. There's their SSH tunnel, hidden VNC. This is when they tunneled the state of New York. There's Chris Ishmael, and this is what it looks like when they tunnel the state of New York. They're backlinking my domains, and they did this to 206 websites. Now, I want to show what it's like to have FASTLY SSH Tunnel my system. Here is FASTLY in my network. Now again, they're using the Tor network to hack me and SSH tunnel my system. And by the way, I want to cut and paste this for a second and hit this link, that .mar file. And oh, I'm not online. 1 second. The .mar file, and it does go right to FASTLY in regards to, oh my goodness, I'm being SSH attacked. It wants to, I do not want to download it, but it looks like it's trying to. I'm not hitting allow, but look at that. I do not want to download this. So FASTLY is trying to download their content into my machine. I didn't even click OK. But this is what it looks like when FASTLY has overtaken my network. I'm on Forbes magazine, but the URL says FASTLY, and I'm just going to open this up. It's an old recording. And here you can see that I'm typing in CNN, and it goes right to FASTLY. I'm going to type in Wood TV, and it goes right to FASTLY. Now, Wood TV is a Nexstar Media Group TV station, and they are injecting Nexstar Media Group content into the local cache of my computers, and they're also injecting it in those relays. This is Wavy, a Nexstar Media Group TV station. Now, I called Elizabeth Ryder, their general counsel, and I said, you guys are cross-site scripting my domains on the state of New York's website. And that's not MLive. That says it's FASTLY. So they're still hacking me. Now, after I call, now they're only doing it to the Nexstar Media Group TV stations, and they're using LAKANA and FASTLY to do this. But after I called them, Elizabeth Ryder, watch this. You hit enter. That is a Nexstar Media Group. They're in my system, and they're redirecting SEO to a malicious website. This is another Nexstar Media Group company, and FASTLY is injecting their content into my local cache. Now I'm going to show you how they're doing that in just a little bit. But clearly, Nexstar Media Group is involved in this. It's just disgusting what they're doing. And I've caught them. So let's move on, and I will show you the things that I've discovered else, and then I'll go into the content. But what they're doing is inject GoDaddy, by the way, they're injecting these img.wsimg relays in my website, all of my website, and they destroyed over 125 of them that I created out of 17 websites. I had to rebuild multiple times, and because GoDaddy kept injecting these IMG files, which are Apple Touch icons right here, favicons, and they're doing it above the title line of my websites right here, which redirects the SEO. This is hotels.viajes. This is vegas.baby, the IMGs. This is cars.flights, IMG redirects that happen after I build the website. Now, during the website build, this is cruise.viajes, and it doesn't show it. But after I built cruise.viajes, it turned into relays. This is hotel.beer, and they put the relays in there. Now, hotels.viajes here, those relays, they're attaching the IMG WSIMG.com. They're putting the root certificate and content on a file, and they're turning that into an SVG file. And here you can see that they're redirecting that WSIMG.com file to Akamai, and there's their IP address, and I'll show you more content on that. It looks doesn't look like this yet, but here is LAKANA and GoDaddy injecting all of this information of LAKANA right into their WSIMG files. Now, when I went to Network Solutions, LAKANA, Nexstar Media Group, and GoDaddy followed me to Network Solutions and Name.com, and they put their browse happy, strong browser redirects in suit.style. And there is LAKANA's browse happy. I mean, it's just fraud. And then here is, I want to show you this EU Jenkins Akamai Expedia link, because hotels.viajes right here is being mirrored by Expedia line by line. This was done on 9/43, June 5th, 2018, and this was done June 5th at 9:49. They're 6 minutes apart, and these are travel asset toolkits. This is A travel assets. This is B travel assets. Now, here, line by line, at the same time, they attach these logging scripts, A travel assets, B travel assets, line by line. This was done earlier, and I matched these two screenshots, but here is Expedia and my website, hotels.viajes, and they're injecting travel asset toolkits. This is Expedia, line by line, by the way, with their traveltainment converting the stolen traffic. But this is mirroring a website, and mirroring is illegal, and they are preventing commerce. They're preventing commission, and this is against the law, where they are mirroring my websites line by line. And so now I want to show you the script where I caught these guys doing this. And the script is here, I believe. I hope I find it. Right here. Now, before I get started here, I do want to go back and show where FASLTY has injected themselves into my computer again before I get started in the other. And they're doing it through the Tor browser network. First, we're going to go into this, and I'm going to show you FASLTY in this text edit file, and they have attached themselves right here with an HSTS connection. Now, and that's live, by the way. That's today, June 11th, 2019. Now, I want to show on September 9th, 2019, a text edit file where FASTLY has injected themselves with the Tor browser network, and there is FASTLY right here, right there, injecting content. Now that was September 9th. This is November 8th, 2019, and we're going to do a text edit file and look at them now. Now this file is a .mar file, and this .mar file is still alive, and it's right here, and it's 66 megabytes, and it's all encrypted. So I want to show one last thing. I'm going to do a search right here for data underscore and I discovered these files today. Open it with a text edit file, and now they are, this is my Amazon servers. They're DNS cache poisoning me again. Now they're getting in through the neat utility. I just noticed that. I knew that's why that damn thing didn't work. But now look at what they're doing. This is a 66-page data file, as it used to be 66 megabytes, but they're figuring out a way to hack my Amazon servers, and I have printed this out, and I'm going to show you what it looks like, because FASTLY is still in here, but they're much more stealthy, and they are DNS cache poisoning me. Now here is what I mean by that. This is the content I discovered. That in which I just showed, that data file, is right here, and I printed it out. And FASTLY is still plugging into, this is Google right here, but there is FASTLY in Varnish. FASTLY right here in my computer, and they're still injecting content. This is FASTLY. FASTLY on page 48 of a 63-page document. There's Varnish. FASTLY. FASTLY. Varnish. And they're tapping in to my server, where my domains, where GoDaddy has my domains parked. So now, this, by the way, is that 66 megabyte file that FASTLY downloaded, that's all encrypted. And the only thing that's interesting in here is Chrome, because they're retooling every one of my browsers and redirecting it through a Chrome browser that has JavaScript on it. But this document that I discovered in 2020, I'm sorry, December 20th, 2018, explained everything. Explained how GoDaddy was attaching the root certificates. It was showing how Varnish is being used by FASTLY. It shows the Nexstar Media Group TV stations that FASTLY is injecting into my my local content. They're totally DNS hijacking. Here you have, they're using Varnish to hack the state of New York's website with my computer. And they're putting my domains and websites on the state of New York's website using Varnish. And it's just been awful. Awful. That is how they're hacking the state of New York's website. And LAKANA, and both LAKANA and FASLTY are doing that, which is Nexstar Media Group. And I'll show you how they're mapping. Let's go to this is how my browsers kept redirecting to those Nexstar Media Group TV stations, because FASLTY is using Varnish to do that. Now, FASLTY is in this document 581 times, and LAKANA is helping him here. I'm going to find it in a second as soon as it populates. That's interesting. So, Varnish. But this document's 12,000 pages long. And it's just amazing how they're DNS cache poisoning me. And it's fascinating that they think that you're going to get away with this, which they have been for a long time. FASLTY. And FASLTY is part of Tom Parker. And ever since Tom Parker sent me a threatening email, FASLTY's been wiretapping me. And so is LAKANA. So I can come in here and type in LAKANA, and LAKANA is injecting their content, like their Google Analytics number, their Apple Touch icon contents, and here they're attacking hotel.beer. Absolutely amazing. Now, EXPEDIA, remember they SSH tunneled me. EXPEDIA is in here 299 times out of 12,000 pages. And they're using Varnish to inject their content, their travel asset content. So there is, I know there's travel asset content right there. Travel assets. And EXPEDIA is hacking in my websites like hotels.vias, hotel.beer, line by line. And they've been doing it for a long time. There's the EU Jenkins. That's a login. That's a login from EXPEDIA. And that's the same IP address that FASLTY's using. Absolutely amazing. And I want to make sure that Akamai gets their credit due here, because they're in here too. And they're, I believe, yeah, Akamai. And they're injecting content as well. So let's move on, because GoDaddy is using img1.wsimg.com, and that is how they're attaching the malware right here. This is cruise.viajes, my domain. GoDaddy's attaching the root certificates and giving the root certificates to FASLTY, EXPEDIA, LAKANA, Akamai, and I've shown you images on that already. Here is hotels.viajes and the IMG one. Now, I sent Warren Edelman, former CEO of GoDaddy, and I asked him what he meant by a false positive regarding these. This is suit.style. Suit.style. And there is the SMG one. They're just hacking the hell out of me. GoDaddy has been stealing from me for a long time, and I finally caught him. There's cars.viajes. GoDaddy root certificates, attaching it to the image file here, and they're letting Akamai, there's Akamai, and they're stealing from me. Now, here is an article that was written on May 10th or May 30th, 2010. And it says Google blocks GoDaddy for hosting malware. And there's the IMG5 WSIMG GoDaddy domain. And Warren Elderman, Chief Operating Officer, said it was indeed a false positive. Well, this is a positive. There's nothing false about it. There is IMG files that GoDaddy is injecting into my website, and they've been stealing from me. There's Akamai, kayak.viajes. Kayak.viajes was threatened to be taken by Tom Parker, and there is the IMG file. Now, this is that data 3 file I just discovered 2 days ago, and FASTLY is in this 63-page document on 4 pages. They're still in. There's Varnish. Varnish, FASTLY. Again, it's just awful. Now, here is hotel.beer with the IMG file and FASTLY. GoDaddy is coughing up the domains, in this case, Akamai, and then up here, FASTLY. Coughing up the domain's root certificate. Now, again, I'm just rewinding here. That's the Apple Touch icon, the Apple Touch icon, and the IE Edge from LAKANA, and LAKANA and FASTLY are working together to, oh man, right here, browser upgrade, strong browser, Google Analytics, FASTLY, and that's the Apple Touch icon. It's just unbelievable. Shortcut, Apple Touch icon, LAKANA, and they're in my system right there. Now, Vegas, baby, and the IMG from GoDaddy, cars.viajes. Now, cars.viajes, by the way, has a rental cars application on it. So somebody at GoDaddy has put a rentalcars.com app in here. Right here. GoDaddy. I don't have a rentalcars.com app. IMG. Suit.style. Being attacked. Hotel.beer. And this is hotels.viajes injected with their IMGs. It's absolutely stunning that they think they're going to get away with this, which they have been. But I've caught them. And it's fraud. It's wiretapping. It's prevention of commission. It's destruction of evidence. It's DNS hijacking and DNS cache poisoning by FASLTY, LAKANA, Nexstar Media Group, GoDaddy, EXPEDIA, Akamai, all of them. And I've shown how they're doing it. And it should be prosecuted immediately.